Good morning, children. Sairam, welcome to this session. Today we have come to the last part of the lesson number 7, Introduction to Microbiology. We already learned 4 parts. In the 4 parts, we have learned what is meant by microbiology, and we learned about different products which is formed using microbes like dairy products, yogurt products, butter, cheese production. We learned about probiotics. We learned how bread is production of bread, and why it is soft and fluffy. And we learned about vinegar production. We learned about microbial enzymes, and we learned about xanthan gum and fuels, microbes and fuels. We learned where microbes are used, how it is used in fuels, and we learned about microbial pollution control. Under that, we learned about landfilling site as well as sewage management. And we started with the clean technology. Under clean technology, we learned about the hydrogen gas, ethanol. Okay, all this we started. Now let us see how can we clean the ocean when petroleum oil is being spilled. Okay, we all know spilling of petroleum oil occurs in ocean due to various reasons. This oil may prove fatal and toxic to organic or aquatic organisms. That means, so what happens when there is spilling of petroleum oil? It forms a layer on top of the water that prevents the oxygen to enter into the water, and due to that aquatic organisms die because there is no oxygen, because they survive with the help of oxygen, and because this forms a layer, the oxygen cannot enter into the ocean, the aquatic organisms die. And it is not easy to remove this oil layer from surface of water by mechanical method. However, we use the bacteria like Pseudomonas species and Alcanovorax borkumensis. Okay, these two bacteria we have to use. They have the ability to destroy the pyridines and other chemicals. Okay, so with the help of it is not possible by mechanical method. So bacteria like Pseudomonas species and Alcanovorax borkumensis have the ability to destroy the pyridine and other chemicals which is present in the oil. Hence these bacteria are used to clear the oil spills. These are called as the hydrocarbonoclastic bacteria. What is HCB? HCB means hydrocarbonoclastic bacteria. This HCB decompose the hydrocarbons which is present in the oil and bring about the reaction of carbon and oxygen. Okay, then carbon dioxide and water is formed in this process. So that's how we can clean the oil spillage in the water. You can see the two microorganisms, Alcanovorax borkumensis as well as Pseudomonas species. Okay, these are the bacteria which help it to clean the oil spillage in the ocean. Okay, now let us see the next. When you see about the plastic, we know this plastic bottles are become the major cause of pollution even in the ocean. When you are taken the picture of the Ganga Yamuna river, when you have done the project, okay, we have taken the pictures of Ganga Yamuna river along with the flowers, etc. There you can see a lot of plastic bottles, okay, but which cannot be decomposed. It is a garbage. It forms which is not decomposed easily, so it becomes a pollutant. So this plastic bottles, how it is formed from the chemical substance called PET. What is that? Polyethylene terephthalate polyester. Okay, so nowadays most of the urban garbage consists of plastic. We all know we use a lot of plastic, like use and throw things, use it and throw it, so it contains PET. Okay, polyethylene terephthalate polyester. PET full form you have to learn. Okay, it has been observed that species like Vibrio, Ideonella, sakaiensis can decompose the PET. So there are two microorganisms, Vibrio, Ideonella, sakaiensis can decompose PET. So PET. Similarly, species like bacteria like Actinomyces, Streptomyces, Nocardia, Actinoplanes have ability decomposing rubber from garbage. So for decomposing PET as well as from the plastic of the plastic bottles, this microorganism can be used, and other microorganisms like Actinomyces, Streptomyces, etc. can be used to decompose rubber from garbage. So they use the microorganisms even to for in the garbage places where they can decompose the plastic bottles as well as rubber from the garbage. So it is very this like this the microorganisms are used to decompose the substances. And even the sulfuric acid which is present in the acid rain, you all know acid rain contains the sulfuric acid materials coming out from mines. Okay, you know that erosion even from the materials coming from the mines as well as from the acid rain, sulfuric acid is present. That erosion of metals present in statues, bridges and buildings occurs to it. Because of the sulfuric acid, there is erosion of metals. Okay, and the present in the bridges, statues and buildings because of this erosion taking place due to this sulfuric acid. And sulfuric acid is source of energy for some species like bacteria or bacteria like Acidophillium. See, so sulfuric acid can be cause erosion of bridges or metals, which is harmful for us, which is present in the acid rain, is a source of energy for some bacteria like Acidophillium species, Acidobacter, ferroxidens, etc. And so these bacteria can control the soil pollution occurring due to acid rain. You all know when there is acid rain, there is not only the pollution of the buildings, bridges, metals, etc. Even there is pollution of soil. So when we use this bacteria like Acidophillium species and Acidobacillus ferroxidens, okay, and these two bacteria when we use, they help in the control the soil pollution which is caused due to acid rain. Okay, now this is the bacteria Acidobacillus, you can see here. Okay, the last part is water soluble salts of uranium are present in the waste produced during electroplating and is in effluent released in environment from the atomic energy plant. We have learned that atomic energy, when you take a lot of energy, the effluent release, the waste substance released will have soluble salts of uranium. Okay, we learned about in nuclear energy plant, power plant. Then this Geobacter, there is a type of bacteria. Geobacter converts the salts of uranium into insoluble salts and thereby prevent those salts from mixing with groundwater sources. So this is very harmful. Uranium, you all know, it is harmful metal. So that can be converted into insoluble salts with the help of Geobacter. You can see this Geobacter. So all these conditions for clearing oil spillage, for plastic bottles, from rubber from garbage, and all these from sulfuric acid, that is from sulfuric acid which is falling from acid rain, and even from all these uranium. Okay, all these can be dissolved with the help of some of the bacteria. We will learn the name of the bacteria. We have to learn this thoroughly. Okay, in this way we can prevent the pollution of soil and water, etc. Now, last part what we are going to do is learn as microbial inoculants. We learnt in standard 9 before sowing any seeds, which is it has to be mixed with in a rhizobium inoculant, rhizobium powder or solution, and then sowed. So the plant which is growing will have it will be rich in the nitrobium. Okay, it will have rich in nitrogen content. So same way for inoculation we can use this microorganisms. Some microbes containing inoculants are produced by process of fermentation. These inoculants are sprayed on seeds. I told last year we learnt about rhizobium. Okay, these inoculants are sprayed on seed before sowing, and some of the inoculants are released into plants. So it will have a rich content of nitrogen then. Microbes in the inoculants help in plant growth by supplying nutrients. So when you give this inoculants to the plant, it will grow with a good amount of nutrients. Okay, we learned it in last year in 9th standard. They improve the quality of vegetarian food. Solution containing Acidobacter and artificial nitrogenase is used in organic farming. Okay, so in this way we can use this Acidobacter and artificial nitrogenase is used in organic farming. So it is these microorganisms can be used even for improving the vegetarian food content. Solution containing Acidobacter. So mixed with the Acidobacter and artificial nitrogenase is used in organic farming. So we all now prefer organic food. So how it is? It is nutritious because of all these methods. Okay. Soil pollution occurring due to chemical fertilizers is prevented due to use of these solutions. We learned last year itself. After the grains are taken, this part of the this part which is after the rice is sown or is taken and removed, the husk and the remaining part is again put under the soil. It becomes a fertilizer. Same way, the soil pollution occurring due to chemical fertilizers is prevented due to the use of these solutions. Okay, fluoroacetamide-like chemicals are mixed with soil due to use of chemical pesticides in agriculture. Okay, and this can be prevented. These prove to be harmful to other plants and animals as well as cause skin diseases to humans. So these chemicals which are using in fertilizers are very harmful for other plants and animals as well as even for human beings. So these pesticides in the soil can be destroyed with the help of microbes. So how it is useful for plant is, so by using the microorganisms, even the pesticides which is used can be destroyed with the help of the microbes. Okay. Now last part is the bioinsecticides. From the name itself we can make out it is with the help of, it is used as microbes are used as an insecticide, isn't it? Bacterial and fungal toxins which can destroy pests and pathogens can be directly integrated into plants with the help of biotechnology. So when we learn about biotechnology in the next lesson, you will come to know how it is integrated into the plants. That way when we learn about biotechnology, we will come to know. So being toxic to insects, they do not consume the plant. Similar to bacteria, some species of fungi and viruses are useful as pesticides. Okay. Spinosad, a byproduct of fermentation, is used as a pesticide. Dash is a byproduct which is a fermentation which is used as a biopesticide. You have to learn only the name spinosad. Okay, it's a byproduct of fermentation, is a biopesticide. So it is we use microorganisms as a pesticide. It's called as bioinsecticides and pesticides. You can see here. Okay, this is the caterpillar feeding on. So we use the for stopping all this eating of the insects. We can use the microbes for preventing all this. So this is the bioinsecticides we learned, biopesticides. Okay, we can use them as the insecticides and pesticides because you can see that the half of the leaf is eaten by the insects. So we can use the microorganisms as a bioinsecticide, as a pesticide. So with this lesson is completed, children. In every part of the topic we are using microbes as fuel, as pollutant. Okay, as for cleaning ocean we are using the microorganisms. Learn the names of the microorganisms. Okay, for landfilling sites, for sewage treatment, for cleaning of everything, for bioinsecticides. Okay, organic farming, everywhere we use the microbes. This full lesson is related to useful microbes and how different products we learned with the help of microorganism, how bread is produced. Okay, we learned all different butter, cheese, all dairy products we learned, all everywhere fermentation takes place as well with the help of microbes. So this lesson is over. We learnt about pollution control methods as well as about fermentation, and this lesson hope you all understood. go through the videos as well as read the lesson, so you'll understand better, children. Okay, now we will continue the next lesson in the next video. Thank you, children.